Guys, listen, so I got another reaction video that I want to share with you guys. We're going to jump into this video and then I'm going to chop it back with you guys real quick.
Unpopular opinion, strong men are not intimidated by strong, independent women. However, they are tired of dealing with the ones who use their independence as a reason to be disrespectful. Just because you got your shit together and you've reached a higher social status in life and you can take care of yourself does not mean that you get to talk to that man any kind of way and or be disrespectful and think he has to take it, because he don't. He actually don't care and or prioritize your social status. He don't care how much money you make. He don't care how independent you were before him, because let me tell you something, a real man gonna put you in your soft girl era anyway. So you're not finna have to do all that shit you had to do when you were strong and independent. Now he needs to know that you could be respectful, because that man is gonna always prioritize respect over love and social status. Respect is more important to him, baby.
I love it when I see modern women, talk like this. I love it because it's like, I look at this woman, I'll be like, okay, cool, she's with a man. Because I can tell she has a man energy next to her. That's the reason why she's getting this type of information, right? I had females say, oh, you black men are intimidated of highly successful black women. And some highly successful black women that understands the importance of being in the divine femininity, they don't have this mindset as some other black females with this, you're intimidated of our success. Men don't care about your success, first of all. Real men don't care about your success. A boy, yes, can care about your success because that means he might pumps from you. Because we have certain boys, right, that leave their mother's house to go into a woman's house. Those are the ones that are going to care about your success because they want to show off to other males like, yeah, this is what my girl does, because they ain't really got shit going on. A man that has something going on with himself don't give a damn about a woman's success. Furthermore, the most important thing that we care about is respect more than anything. You're dealing with certain men, especially certain men that are in their purpose, that know exactly what they want for themselves. They're not going to tolerate no bullshit. Once the respect's out the window, you're not hearing a peep from them. You're not even going to experience any type of energy from them. It's a straight cut-off point. That's how some men operate. I operate like that myself. If there's no respect, I am not dealing with that female. So when I hear modern females talk about intimidation, or I wouldn't date a guy that, makes less money than me, right? More money orientated into that relationship than actually trying to build and actually trying to be a unit. Majority of the time, a lot of these times, these females, they be snitching on each other. The type of things they're coming out with. They've got like a Iceland mentality, because if they were smart, they will understand the importance of a man being right next to them, because that's actually one of your biggest shield, one of your biggest protection. So regardless if he's making less money than you or he's making more money than you still need to have a man's supervision right next to you. A lot of the time, some modern females think that if she's earning more than the man, the sexual preference of her should match her level of what she's earning. Meaning, if she's getting money, then she should be qualified to date the highest men, as in 6 foot tall, earning over 6 figures a year. And you got to look at it like this. You're delusional, because those men that's making those type of money, that's 6 foot tall, are not looking for you, are not checking for you, because they understand to get to that level, they've gone through a lot of females and they know exactly what type of females to go for, right? There's a difference with feminine energy and masculine energy. To have a masculine energy and to be with a man that has also a masculine energy, that's never going to work. So we feel more comfortable to go with a woman that's got a feminine energy, which is nurturing, in a divine femininity, right? That's way more important for us, because we look at, okay, cool, if we have a child with this woman, how's she gonna raise our kids? How's she gonna, nurture our kid? You can't look at a masculine female and be like, well, she's masculine. How's she gonna be nurturing if she's masculine, if I'm masculine? So it doesn't add up. So when I hear, sometimes I hear like some females, right, talk about, well, you guys are very intimidated of our success. I know straight away they come from a broken home, because I know that if they come from a home and there's a father in the household, right, they wouldn't be talking the way they be talking, especially if the father was a masculine man and stood on business. The daughters wouldn't have the chance to be talking like that, because they would see the mum in a feminine era. But let's not get it twisted. There's a lot of females that come from that household and have been brainwashed by this new feminist movement and make them feel like they gotta act the way they gotta act, right? And I tend to see it all the time. with all of this chaos that's going on between the gender war, and I see majority of the people that's talking the loudest are the masculine females. When you see a feminine woman talk, you want to listen. You feel me? You don't have a screw face when you're looking at your phone because you can sense that nurturing energy of the way she's speaking, the tone. When you see a masculine female talk, she's hella loud to the fact that you got to turn your phone speaker down. That's how loud they are. Who would want to deal with that? And I want to say this as well, right? With a lot of women that be saying I'm independent. Yeah, you can be independent, but that's one of the most biggest turnoffs to men, claiming that you're independent. With men, with ourselves, like, we like to feel needed. We don't want to be saying we're independent to a woman. Men don't even use that in the vocabulary, actually. For me to come up and say, yo, I'm an independent black man. Who am I independent from? You gotta ask yourself that question. Who am I independent from? And when I hear females come up like, I'm an independent woman, I don't need no man. So stay single. You feel me? Stay single or go date the same sex as you. Because when you are out here speaking that into your existence, men are gonna look at that and be like, ugh, that's such a turn off. And this is exactly what's happening in today's day and age, where you guys are digging a hole for yourself. The more you talk and the more you press that record button on your phone and post it online and get all the females that come up to your comment and put this type of emojis in your comment, right? You are going to remain single. And a majority of you females that say, well, that sounds like a good time. Yeah, it's going to be a good time right now. You know what I mean? But what happens when you get a bit older? When you start touching 40s, when you start touching 50s, 60s, when you're going in the dating app and no one is even swiping left for you or right or whatever it is, because that's definitely going to happen. You're going to go in a dating app and no one's going to fucking swipe right for you. You're going to be walking down the street thinking you're looking the sexiest and no one's going to stop and approach you. What's going to happen next? You're going to be in that little flat by yourself, lonely as fuck, scrolling through TikTok, trying to get validation from other lonely females as well. What type of life is that? And then you're going to see other females that's the same age as you, that's with a man, with their family. The kids are coming back home to come check them. Majority of you single mothers as well, I need to say this, especially the single mothers that's took that narrative of being independent, right? There's going to come a day in your life where your kids are not going to come and check you because there's no home at your house. There's nothing. You don't have no foundation. It's not exciting to come see mommy and her cat. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. So it's just like, when I watch a woman like this talk and say her truth, I know that she's with a man. But most of you are going to say she's a pick-me. But it's better off to be a pick-me than a lonely individual in a one-bed flat or a studio scrolling through TikTok, trying to seek some validation to make her feel happy for the situation that she's in. It's not a nice feeling, ladies. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not a nice feeling. But you know who work best in that type of environment? Men do. Because we're the opposite. We're the opposite. We work best being alone and achieving goals. And more time, we're not really alone as well. Because that energy is always going to attract the opposite energy, which is a feminine energy, to come and nurture that energy that we got going on. But you guys, you're never going to attract the opposite energy because you're trying to imitate that same energy you're trying to attract. It's not going to happen. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay blessed. Peace. Bow.
God gave me grace. God gave me style. God gave me grace. God put a smile on my face. God made me smile on my face. God made me shine like the sun. God made me shine like the sun. Sometimes I feel like I'm the one. Sometimes I feel like it ain't my fault.